Okay, so today we're going to work on the green side here with the tree. Put the tree in and some of the branches over this side. So for this, I'm going to use Sap Green and Burnt Umber. I'm going to start with Sap Green, and we need this to be dark. So if you have a dark background, see, yeah, something like that, that's good. If not, if it's not that dark, add something to your green. Could be a little bit of black or a little bit of Payne's gray, anything that would make your sap green darker. Just cover the background. So, and by the time this is dry, if it's not dry dark enough, I will darken it more. Yeah.
I forgot you were recording.
That's okay.
Did you want to? I'm just going to say, did you notice it's raining again? It rains every Thursday. Yeah. There's barely a cloud in the sky up here. Really? Mm-hmm. You've had your share of bad weather up that way, so they'll let you do that. Yeah. Or good weather, depending on perspective. Yeah. It doesn't have to be completely covered, does it? Like the background is.
I mean, I can see a little bit of the tree, so I'm leaving some of it because I can put the branches on top after. Even if I cover them, it doesn't matter.
Okay. So I'm going to leave the branches and I won't cover them either. Yeah.
If you want, you could always put them back on. It's not it's easy to do that. And actually, I don't want the tree to go all the way up. And if it goes all the way up, I will put it myself there. I have a feeling we will have to add some darks. I mean, this part here is okay. I don't have to, but this part over the house or the wall, it will have to be darker. So again, I could use a bit of black in my green or a bit of not ultramarine violet, but dioxazine purple, or to make a really dark color. I'm using black. I'm going to use black with I don't mind. I like black, and it gives me really good depth in there. And it doesn't take over. So this is Ivory Black. So with this Ivory Black, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over this part and just kind of add some. Don't take it all the way down. Don't take it out too much, because we need to add like a soft kind of green over here. So just kind of enough to give that depth, and also we want the edge to be fluffy. Okay, so this is going to dry darker, which is awesome. It's great. And that's what we want, because we want that dark color, so we can pull some highlights out. Okay, that's awesome. Good. I'm going to pause for a minute. All right, let's do that. Let's add the I'm using burnt umber, and we're putting the tree, whatever you have there. It doesn't have to be perfect, just a couple of branches. This one here is going to come out like that, and I'm using a thin brush. It's a flat, and I'm going to bring this over this part. Again, another one that comes out, let's say, from here. I'm going to stop, change direction, again. So this is okay for this thickness. I'm going to do a couple random. And then I'll change my brush to a small round one because I want smaller kind of branches. And with the round one, I'm just going to do kind of a twigs. And if you want your paint to flow and doesn't, not to blob, you make sure that your paint is wet. Okay, you don't have to do a lot. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this black, mix it with burnt umber, and just kind of darken this because it's against a white or a light color.
Are you just using black?
No, black mixed with brown.
Okay.
When you get to this part where there's kind of a white wall or color, light colored wall. Don't want to kind of darken this brown a bit. All right. Okay, I think that's enough. Okay, it's good enough. I'm going to pause. Okay, for the awning, I'm going to go with blue. So I have a couple of options. That's Payne's Gray and Prussian Blue with white, or Payne's Gray, Cerulean Blue and white. Both of them will be a good option. And let's just kind of paint this awning. And I'm trying to make sure the bottom of the awning is not straight. It's not like I'm trying to give it a shape, but I just don't want a specific shape, but I just don't want it to be looking kind of too rigid and straight, and just kind of a little bit of movement in there. Could be like wind is moving it. So this is the first layer, and I'm using Payne's Gray, Prussian Blue, and white. I'm going to highlight it more. So this, you can see that this first layer is a bit dark, but I'm going to be highlighting this. We're going to put some leaves over it, you know, so it's not going to look just the way it is. It's going to be covered in some leaves from the tree or from somewhere else, where we'll try to put some pink on these leaves, you know, like a pink flowers, because pink will look really nice with blue.
It's Payne's Gray and Prussian Blue?
Payne's Gray, Prussian Blue, and white. A little bit of white. So I'm going to now take more white. And now I want to see kind of a nice blue, gray blue. This is good. Now, for the bottom part, the hanging part, I am going to use the same color, but I'm just going to try to make it uneven a bit in certain areas, so it's not all kind of one color everywhere. You know, I'll highlight it in an uneven way, so it looks like, it doesn't look like flat, too flat. Yeah, it's good. Now, stick a little bit more white, third layer. And we're just going to highlight this part, the top part, because this is where this kind of a light is going to hit. This part more than the hanging one. Oh. just leaving a little bit where the window is, so it's just kind of casting a shadow over the ledge of the window is casting a shadow over the part of the awning. What we can do, we can take a round brush, take some of the dark, just this one here, Payne's Gray and Prussian Blue. We don't have to put white. And just come here and kind of play around with the edge of it. Put a trim. And over here too. Gonna put a little bit of white in there, just a tiny bit. Then put kind of another layer here. And at this point, I'm just gonna darken it in certain areas, like not everywhere. This paint it's like a glaze. It's not very thick. Oh, jeez. I'm just using a small round brush. I'm just kind of like, you know how you shade something? I'm just using the same technique of shading. So it doesn't look flat and heavy. It will look really nice once we put stuff on it.
Once it's all covered up, you mean?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Once it's covered up. It's funny. Now, since I have I know I should stop for a minute, but since I have burnt sienna in here, I might as well use some of this burnt sienna with some blue to darken the burnt sienna, whatever blue you have. Payne's gray, Prussian blue, whatever. And paint some of these pots. They're not all going to be in burnt sienna, terracotta. We're going to use other colors too, but it's there, so we might as well put it. Other one is going to be, let's take Payne's gray, put some white, and put a pot in blue, maybe here. In this corner. And the one out there, out here, I'm going to take blue, take Sap Green, or a little bit of yellow. And a tiny bit of white. Okay, and paint this one. And this one in this kind of bluish green. All right, now this is the first layer, so I'm going to be highlighting these. Now, up on the window sill, we're going to put one in terracotta. Initially I had 3, but too much work. So let's put one pot, and it'll be fine. There we go. We can put small pots out here if we want, but for now it's good. I'm going to pause for a minute so you can do this, and then we'll come back and highlight the pots. Okay, so now we're going to highlight the pots. So I have here terracotta, and this is what we used the first layer, terracotta and a bit of blue. So now I'm just using terracotta, burnt sienna. Jeez. Burnt sienna. So this is what I used for the first layer, burnt sienna and blue, but now I'm just using burnt sienna only by itself. And by the time it's dry, if I find that it's not dark enough, but I think it is, then I could add I usually add a bit of red or yellow in there, but this is good. This is good. I think it's fine, and we don't need more than that. Touch of red, earthy red is good. And for the pot that's sitting, the blue one right here, I'm using Payne's gray, but it is golden Payne's gray. So golden Payne's gray has blue in it. And if the one that you're using, the Payne's gray you're using doesn't have blue in it, just use cerulean blue, put a touch of black in it, and white. It will give you a nice kind of bluish, grayish green, blue. Just want to change the color of the pot a bit so they're not all terracotta. I have some green ones here, so I'm using Payne's Gray for the green one, Sap Green, and white. That's it. So again, it's more like a gray that has blue gray that has a bit of white in it. I'm sorry, a green gray, not blue gray. Let's put some white. I need some white. This layer, that's terracotta, jeez, burnt sienna and cadmium yellow medium to highlight the burnt sienna. For a third layer, I'm using burnt sienna and cadmium yellow medium. That would give me a very nice. I could use white, but I like this kind of very kind of nice, soft terracotta that has kind of a warm color in it. Perfect. Okay, that's all. We're good. And again, I'm just going to take some Payne's Gray, white, and a little bit of green. This is kind of an artificial green. It's not, it's like a kind of a gray green. And one here, and we're good. So the rest, all I'm going to do is take Sap Green with a small brush and fill these pots with Sap Green. Just putting a tiny bit of Payne's Gray in it. And just fill those pots. So next week we can come back and put some highlights and flowers, and because we have the green right now. We have Sap Green. So when you put that Sap Green in there, like the dark Sap Green, don't push it too much, too high. Keep it down, keep it down so we have room when we highlight next week. The green, we have room to highlight, and otherwise it will look too big and heavy. Same. Now take Sap Green, Payne's gray, and put some in here as well. Kind of dabbing, turning my brush around when I'm dabbing. There we go. Okay, it's good. Next week we'll continue working with the greenery. Put some in here over the awning, and we'll just keep going. All right, so we're done for this week. We've done quite a bit. We will continue next week.